And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Back to throw. It's Velasquez. And they'll start off with a deep shot. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
That is exactly how you envision that first play going all week. You put it out there, you hope for a big play, and you hit it.
You set it down to the offense, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Same tailback, another carry. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's really 4th down and inches. Keeping it on the ground here. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
What a job by this offense picking up the 1st down. You know, as a play caller, you look at where you are in the field. If you punt it, there's a chance it goes into the end zone for a touchback. If you kick the field goal, it's a really long kick. So this is a great opportunity to be aggressive and pull the trigger to try to come up with a big play. They get it, keep the drive alive, and now they can get a touchdown.
And now the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
2nd down after that previous play. Ball handed off. The Ducks are looking to keep this drive going.
A nice job here by this back picking up the 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs. And they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. And he's got it. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that is a textbook opening drive for this offense. Good job of blending the run with the pass. Had a little more success throwing the football, but when it became crunch time, they gave that ball to that running back, and he knows how to get the ball into the end zone.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. He'll hand it off. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
1st and 10 play coming up. They'll run it here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Throws to the tight end. And it's intercepted. He steps in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Press coverage now from these DBs. Running out of time in the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Point after, knocked right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Ducks offense retakes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Crosses the 10. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Ducks. It was a foot race and he won it.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after was good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That's a deep kickoff hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. And it's good for a 1st down to the 36. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those 1st downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score. 21, Notre Dame 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. The tight end goes in motion before the snap. They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The attempt is no good. He missed it. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30.
Chris, did they catch a break here? That ball's deflected. Zone coverage, eyes on the ball. They get their hands on it, but the offense doing a good job to somehow come down with that for a completion.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Back to throw. It's Velasquez. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
1st and goal, handoff. They finally corral him at the 1.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. The quarterback will just sneak it now. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed of that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Took contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Fires this one deep middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Will the defense play coverage or blitz? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. contact as he let the ball go. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And here comes the punter onto the field.
On to punt it away.
And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down.
Oregon offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And they heave it deep downfield. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
He's running out of time here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
This one will be fair caught. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Here's the second down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to the left, pass caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. And he'll set up to throw. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? The 10. Touchdown, Ducks. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows it what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Offense is back on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains with that incompletion. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their 1st timeout. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Bringing it back, it's Raiola. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over 1st and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. He's hit as he throws it. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Offense facing second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Velasquez. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner.
And your Notre Dame Fighting Irish will take over 1st and 10.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a handoff. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. And it's complete downfield. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's a bullet pass to the left side. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Looking to throw. It's Velasquez. Throws to the tight end. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
That is a great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And he knocks it right through. Here's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Raiola. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Ducks offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Look at this, an end around to start the drive. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the backside rules for a defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position. They were able to stop that reverse in its track.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
To the air, it's Velasquez. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. They'll try to power it in right up the middle.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. From this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Pressure is coming. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That's a bullet over the middle. Deep shot caught inside the 15. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away.
Notre Dame, 21.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first and 10, looking to throw. Caught, completion. Gets into space at the 50. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Tackled after a 4-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Looking to throw it again. Taking a shot here. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And the returner is brought down.
Oregon offense will take over. First and 10.
And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Tries the right with a quick throw. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? The good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. A running play called on fourth down. Tackled after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. Oregon 52. Notre Dame 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. DB's backing off from the line now. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's second and 3.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The back's got it. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at second and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on their play.
Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Linebacker is maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Defense is coming after him. And he's got his man open downfield. Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly. So they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Oregon 59. Notre Dame 21.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He breaks free. And he slings this pass over the middle. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Back to pass. It's Velasquez. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He made good on his last attempt, but this one is from 45 yards out. Field goal try, no good. He missed it. That's just a minor blip from what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes, down big. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible.
Got it.
1st down and 10 now. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day.
Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he will score! Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting, man. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. And that's where they'll start the drive.
And the Oregon offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show. Who's going to make one more play at the end to get the win, and they did it.
Yeah, you mentioned the coaches. I think we had a feeling that this game had a chance to get into at least the 30s, and we weren't disappointed. These offenses came to play, but you're right. One defense made some plays when they had to, and the other one didn't. Simple as that.